morning, friends. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Hey, yesterday we spoke about the thing that happened with my wife and about content, being content. And Paul says, I've learned to be content in all situations. Well, one of my very best friends, Sean, he's a pastor in America. He watched my post and he sent me something that was just gold. It was really beautiful. And I want to speak about that today. I want to add on to what we said about yesterday. Now, we do need to learn what Paul says, that we need to be content in all things. And I think there's circumstances and there's a context behind that. But then there is being content, but still being able to contend. And that's what he sent me. Content, but still being able to contend, contend, contend for the more of God, to contend for our healing, to contend for God's presence to break in. We are absolutely content with where he is, but we want to contend for more. And Paul writes this. He writes this in Ephesians, where he says that God can do immeasurably more than we ask, think, or imagine. He also says, I've learned to be content in all things, but then he says, but I push on to win the prize that is bound for me heavenward. So yes, we learn to be content with all circumstances, but it doesn't mean we stop contending for what God is doing and for the more of his presence. So shout out to my buddy Sean. Thank you so much. And I hope this encourages you and it adds on to yesterday's word. God bless. Have a great day.